Alexander Forbes, 1857 to 1947, was a celebrated British painter and a leading figure of the Newlyn School, a movement that played a central role in the revival of naturalistic painting in late 19th and early 20th century Britain. Known as a father of the Newlyn School, Forbes devoted his career to capturing everyday life with sincerity, observation, and a deep appreciation for rural and coastal communities. His works continue to be admired for their vibrant realism, sensitive storytelling, and masterful treatment of light. Early life and education. Stanhope Forbes was born on November 18th, 1857 in Dublin, Ireland, to a supportive and educated family. His father, a railway manager, encouraged his son's artistic inclinations from an early age. As a young boy, Forbes developed a keen interest in drawing and painting, and by his teenage years, it was clear that he intended to pursue art professionally. He began his formal artistic training at the Lambeth School of Art and later enrolled at the Royal Academy Schools in London, where he studied the techniques of classical painting. Dissatisfied with the rigidity of academic instruction, Forbes traveled to Paris in 1878, where he joined the atelier of Léon Bonnat. This experience proved instrumental in shaping his artistic direction. In France, Forbes was exposed to open-air painting, plein air, naturalism, and the movement of the French realists, elements that would eventually define his own style. Early career and discovery of Brittany. During the early 1880s, Forbes traveled throughout France, painting rural life and observing peasant traditions. His time in Brittany was particularly influential. Like many young artists of the period, he was attracted to Brittany's picturesque villages, unspoiled landscapes, and unique customs. There, he produced some of his earliest and most acclaimed works, including A Street in Brittany, 1881, which was exhibited at the Royal Academy and signaled his arrival as a rising talent. Brittany also inspired him to pursue painting directly from life, using natural light and depicting ordinary people with dignity and realism. These themes would accompany him throughout his artistic journey, arrival in Newlyn and formation of the Newlyn School. In 1884, Forbes visited Newlyn, a small fishing village in Cornwall. Captivated by its dramatic scenery, hard-working fishing communities, and abundant natural light, he decided to settle there permanently. Newlyn was already attracting a number of young artists, many of whom were seeking to escape the constraints of London academies and paint everyday life with authenticity. Forbes became a central figure among these artists, helping to form the Newlyn School, a collective known for naturalistic depictions of rural labor, fisherfolk, and domestic life. The group's paintings often emphasize sincerity, simplicity, and close observation, echoing the principles Forbes had absorbed in France. His 1885 masterpiece, A Fish Sail on a Cornish Beach, became one of the defining works of the Newlyn School. With its dramatic beach setting, lively crowd, and keen attention to gesture and expression, the painting established Forbes as a major force in British art. Marriage and artistic partnership. In 1889, Forbes married Canadian-born painter Elizabeth Armstrong, a talented artist who had also trained in Paris. Their marriage was both personal and professional. They shared a studio, painted similar subjects, and supported each other's careers. Elizabeth Armstrong Forbes became a prominent member of the Newlyn School in her own right, admired for her delicate portraits and genre scenes. Together, they helped nurture an artistic community in Cornwall, creating a vibrant cultural environment that attracted students and painters from across Britain and beyond. The Newlyn Art School. In 1899, Stanhope and Elizabeth Forbes founded the Forbes School of Painting, which became one of the most respected art schools in Britain during the early 20th century. Their school emphasized plein air painting, careful observation, and the study of light, principles central to the Newlyn School. Many prominent artists trained under Forbes, and the school played an influential role in shaping British realist painting for decades. Later career and artistic style. Throughout his long career, Forbes continued to explore themes of rural labor, community life, and domestic scenes. His technique emphasized strong draftsmanship, natural lighting, rich but harmonious color palettes, sincere portrayals of people at work. He painted farmers, fishermen, mothers, children, and everyday scenes with warmth and dignity. Works such as The Health of the Bride, The Village Philharmonic, and the Quarry Team demonstrate his narrative skill and ability to portray emotion without sentimentality. Despite changes in the art world, including the rise of modernism, Forbes remained committed to realism. He was widely respected for his integrity, craftsmanship, and dedication to his artistic principles. Final years and legacy. Elizabeth Forbes passed away in 1912, a loss that deeply affected him. Nevertheless, Forbes continued to paint well into his later years, remaining an active and influential figure in Cornish art. He died on March 2nd, 1947 in Newlyn, leaving behind an extraordinary body of work that captured the heart and soul of rural Britain. Today, his paintings are held in major galleries, including Tate Britain, and the Newlyn School is recognized as one of the most important movements in British art history. Stanhope Forbes is remembered not only as a master